Good afternoon and welcome to Peru. I have prepared a little, but I'm gonna let you in on our flight plan of today, which is as follows. This is the old one, obviously. This was yesterday's flight plan. Let's see if we can get the new one. Yeah, this is the new one. NAZCA lines. All down here. So it's going to be the end if we manage to do this in one sweep. The stream, that is. It's usually like about 400 nautical miles in total. Maybe 430 or so, 460. Yeah, we're gonna fly empty to Papa Hotel Zulu, pick some stuff up and fly over to Papa Victor India, and flying empty to Papa Romeo Mike, and getting a few stuff down to NAZCA lines. So that is today's mission. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna be flying low. Probably not many, because it's between the mountains and it's kind of complex, and it's a quite a long flight plan anyway. So I'm thinking that's gonna be for another time. Flatlands maybe, at least when I don't plan such a long route, it might be more suitable. But yeah, let's get going. Alright, closing up, closing, and closing. All the fuel pumps are on and ignition is on. So starting engine number 2. Oh, is that right? I thought these were supposed to be on ATT, but the thing was, on this airport there are no ramp parking spots, so you can't really start on the ramp. You need to start on the runway. So I taxied back here and, you know, stopped the engine before the stream, so I would start where I left off, and it seems to me that some of the settings are not where I used to leave them, so I'm gonna try. Maybe it's, you know, there's not gonna be any difference here, I don't know, but the difference right here is these. I always leave them on ATT to the right, and now they are both on nav, which makes sense in a way, but maybe because we don't have the other mode yet, I don't know. So we'll see anyway. Right. Start her off. Let's put on the generators. There we go. And engine number 2, engine number 1, sorry. Starter off, ignition off. Generators for engine number 1 on. My bad. There we go. Off for the APU. Turning off the APU. Right. Putting this to neutral. And I always forget these. And I forget usually the ignition as well. I didn't do that today. I remembered. Okay, let's check our so I downloaded and made a new performance table. I didn't make it, I just made it black so it would be easier on the eyes, because it was white from start. Also I added this, since it's not totally complete with the elevations and stuff, so I just added my basic rule of 2 knots per 500 feet of elevation penalty on takeoffs and landings. See how we'll get. Today we actually have one really extreme airport up on 13,461 feet, and for that I counted to have plus 54 knots plus, so penalty 54 knots. That's gonna be interesting, because I kind of want to see if that's an overkill. But yeah, the air is going to be really thin. It's going to be a new record for me in this airplane. I think 9,500 is my record so far. We're going to have one at 9,000 first. That's our next stop actually. Now 9,097 feet elevation. And then the next one is 13,461. So that's seriously far up in the mountains, on the highlands. But yeah, I made some preparations, so I checked out the runway headings for each and every airport, and the elevation and the length of the, so I don't have to do a lot of that today. But let's see our weight. That is currently 41,911. I'd say 42 tons. So 42 tons. Flaps 20, rotated 105, and no real penalty on this one since we are at sea level. Basically, I think we are on 69 feet elevation. But yeah, so 103 is our rotation. Taxi and takeoff. Okay, so rotation speed 103 knots. Okay. Everything is closed. Fuel is supposed to be feeded from the B tanks. Yes, it is. Confirmed. See if we can get an ATIS. No, we cannot. Okay, well. I still have a couple of things to do here that I forgot, actually. Not many though, but I might have forgotten something since everything was already set for takeoff, and I don't know what they consider set from what I considered set. Why can't you just reach that frickin' knob, will you? Thank you. This is really good. Okay. Well, we have a wind coming from 180. So 19 would be preferably to take off from.
Sierra Papa Echo Oscar traffic tree 7 is taxiing to runway 19er.
Also, we should set our heading, which ought to be 105. There we go. And yeah. Great. Let's go. I think we're gonna backtrack. I'm not sure. I'm gonna check if we actually can taxi. This one doesn't help. Let's just, yeah, we got taxiways. Good. We got taxiways. 64 flares. I should be using them. Maybe not if you want to be as invisible as possible, but maybe some other time. Plenty of overcast here. Kind of cool. Cheers. It was the last drop of coffee. .18 190 degrees is confirmed. The wind is blowing from 190. Flaps 20 set. Oh boy. My trim is set. Fuel, control. controls are free and correct. Switches and instruments. Altimeter, bam, 1016. Flaps is set for takeoff, 20 degrees. Trim is set for takeoff. Ignition is off, lights are on. Harness and condition lever is full.
Sierra Papa Echo Oscar, traffic tree 7, taking off runway 19er east departure.
And checklist complete. Rotation speed at 103 knots. That's all we need to know right now. Oh, by the way, I also should check our approach speed. So I'm going to do that now because that's something I need to make a habit out of. If we need to come back, what is our landing speed? So I said 42 tons, and that would make our landing speed with 20 degrees of flaps. I don't know, it says 40 degrees 104, so I could try that, but lately I've been, you know, all the winds and stuff kind of got me nervous about landing speeds, and I crashed once because of I was too low. But yeah, we should try it. This list actually states 104, so we should be able. Yeah, let's try that. 104 is landing, so I just put 104, so I know if we need to come back in. But other than that, I usually check flaps 20, and that's flaps 20 with 42 tons is 113 knots, so it's actually faster than our rotation speed. Hang on. 41, 42, 105. Yeah, I wrote it wrong. 105 knots is our rotation speed. No, it was one. Hang on. Yeah, 105. Sorry about that. I'm apparently a little confused. All right, let's go. Alive, 80 knots, 100 and rotate. Here's coming up, flaps 10. We should actually do a landing, just so we know. Flaps up. But yeah, it's it doesn't matter. We can do that on the next airport. We don't have too much time. I should be able to stream all the way, but things can come up in my IRL, so there might be a slight possibility that I need to abort my stream. Hopefully not. Starting with 10,000 feet. Heading is set for 105. Right, all the pilot, vertical speed. 3,500 feet per minute climb. And heading is set. Let's see if it works. Yeah, it's probably that. Just the nav mode that is actually working, but not really. I still can't apply it. I still can't follow that line. I need to put in a course and it would follow it, but it would not follow the line anyway. So it doesn't matter. We're going to be parallel to it as usual. That's fine. Lights off, landing lights and taxi lights. And we can turn off the anti-ice in a bit. Keep going up to 20,000 feet. And 2,500 feet per minute climb. Oh, I forgot something, I know. Just in time, I think. Almost feel the steep angle here. Kind of cool how the brain works and can fill out the blank. I don't know, I thought I got this alarm alert, whatever, every time I descend as well, but I don't. I just get it when I get above 12,000 feet. Right, 2,000 feet per minute climb. Got 105 miles. No, sorry, 45 miles. We don't even have to go up to 20,000, so 16,000 is good enough, I'm sure. And we're gonna be there pretty soon, so might have been a slight overkill, but it's easier to get down from this altitude anyway. Seems like we don't have to deal with clouds over there, so I think we're good. Alright, let's see if we can get some weather information from where we are going. This one is useless. Hang on. No, I don't have to. I can check this one because I prepared this time. Papa Hotel Zulu. Let's see if they got something. Papa Hotel Zulu. No, 126900. Just select runway for landing, but first off we need some weather information. So not a single thing. Wow. Okay. Then we're gonna just assume the winds are gonna be like this, and that would be 90 degrees 090. So 160. That is 164. Right, runway 16.
Sierra Papa Hotel, Zulu, traffic tree 7 tree, 8 miles west, 16,000 feet inbound to land runway 16.
And 164 on the course for OBS. So let's set that one. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so we probably gonna use one of these valleys to get down to the right altitude. We might go north to Caraz and then turn sharp going south to catch our approach down to Grazi. That's what I wrote. That's short for something, maybe Captain Grazi or something, but I just writing most relevant names. So we're gonna turn 90 degrees as I see it, and elevation of the next airport is on 9,000 feet, 9,097, so 9,100 more accurate to say. So we're just gonna put in 12,000. 13,000 feet is our first descent. I think that would be safe. Watch these. Maybe we don't even have to do that, go down into that valley. And we might just drop as we're coming over the edge here and cut it a little shorter. However, it looks like we're gonna end up right on the yeah, I'm actually going to fly manually now, so autopilot disconnected. Zoom in this one a little bit. There we go.
Sierra Papa Hotel Zulu traffic tree 371 miles northwest, 14,100 feet inbound to land runway 16.
I would like to have a little more space, longer approach, so to speak. Flaps 10, brakes, TransAll done, VREF. Well, what did you say? We can actually use the same. It was such a short flight. 104 knots is our landing speed. Flaps 20. Lights on. And I have no clue where we should go around, but it's going to be pretty clear, I think, when we get there. I'm actually not sure if the strip is down here or on some of these higher grounds. So I'm gonna stick around on this altitude for a little bit. Yes, I'm gonna do that. Flaps 30. Yeah. Prop condition lever is full. This doesn't help really. Or maybe if I zoom in. No, I can't tell. Just like that. Alright, slightly to the left. I think that's it over there. Seems like a long stretch. It's probably the airport. 40. So yeah, I'm gonna try to use flap 40 now. I don't know if I should go full flaps. Maybe I should. It's really wiggly, like high up like this, it's so wiggly. I'm gonna try 40 anyway right now. I'm kinda curious to know the limitations of the aircraft, and I don't know why it just says 40 on the performance list when you have 50 and 60 also. Alright, 5 green, lights on, flaps 40. It's snowy out here, or up here I should say. I'm coming in way too fast for what I was wanting to do, but on this altitude kind of feels weird not to go fast. And I didn't add the penalty, so let's see. Flaps up. Yeah, so I was a little too fast. I was not prepared with the approach. I was like, oh, we can go with the same speed, but that was so freaking wrong because I forgot to add the penalty because of the 9,100 feet elevation. So I'm gonna just park and see what it was supposed to be. I think we were around 110, but we were dropping already, so I don't know really. Oh, I'm way off, I know, but I didn't want to go around that little Cessna there, so we're just gonna I don't know what's going on here. Yes, I do. We are high up and the engines doesn't perform. That's what's going on. Which by now should be something I'm just used to, or at least know about and counting on, but it just seems that it doesn't get stuck in my head just yet. I don't know why. Alright. We're just gonna get loaded here real fast and keep going. So we're not gonna do anything more. Just gonna open up in the back and lower plane. Yeah, so let's see what we should have had. So I had 105. Let's see, I thought it was, no, 104 for landing. Then we were on, supposed to add 36 knots of penalty. So 30 as 134, 140. So that's why I didn't want to go slower. That explains it, because it just didn't feel good. And also on 40, I don't know, flaps 40, maybe I could have gone slower on flaps, full flaps, just yeah. So I don't know really, but that explains why it felt so. No, I'm not gonna go slower. So good thing I didn't listen to my stupid statement about, yeah, we can have the same speed as we rode up for the other airport, because that wasn't sea level. Oh boy, yeah. Okay, let's load up with a couple of things. That's ought to be good. 43,979. Okay, that's 44 tons. Let's check that out. 44 tons. That's 108 plus 36. 138. 140 and plus 4, 144. Rotation 144. And if we have to come back in, flaps 40. 137 plus 6 is 140, 143, I think. 143 knots if we have to come back in. And I really need to check the next one later, so I need to go through this. I need to remember to go through this way before landing, so we get, because we can't use this same numbers, because that's going to be on 13,000, what was it, 13,461, like 13,500 feet. It's crazy. All right, let's close up. There we go. Neutral for the suspension and neutral for the ramp. And we are still, well, this one, damn it, I always forget this one. All right, it is what it is. Takeoff trim set, controls free and correct, fuel, hydraulics, everything is on the green. That's just, there we go. We got amps, yes we do. Alright, let's go. Our heading shall be, let's get rid of the OBS. Flight plan. 12 nautical miles, really? That seems... hang on. I'm gonna double check on this one, it doesn't seem right. Oh boy, what happened? Alright. So, yeah, 120 nautical miles is more correct. So this is it. Direct enter and direct to active. There we go. That should do it. Oh, I'm messing it up. Okay, this doesn't help. Why doesn't it? This is weird. I hope this is correct. It says 131 and this is 142. Oh wow, that's not the same. Okay, well, let's put in 142 and hopefully that will be correct. Heading 142. Go. And we are going to up to 14,000 feet for starters. There we go. Runway 16, and I was taxiing.
Sierra Papa Hotel, Zulu traffic tree 37 is taxiing to runway 16.
I really didn't want to open the windows here, it's just so freaking cold.
Sierra Papa Hotel, Zulu traffic tree 7 taking off runway 16 south departure.
Not really, I'm backtracking, but you don't have that option. So I'm gonna backtrack to this end and turn around and take off. What happened to the brakes? Seems like I don't have brakes. Hang on. Whoa. Never brake when you're rolling backwards. Although this seems to be able to take it without no raising up the nose, but I was like, oh crap, don't want to do that. All right. So, yeah, just take on our heading as soon as possible, it seems, and go out slightly to the left there. So. Switches, flaps are set for takeoff 20 degrees. Trims is set for takeoff. Ignition off. And lights are on. Harness and levers are full. And takeoff clearance done. Checklist complete. And here we go. Different performance. Airspeed alive. Right, 143. Oh boy. Man, my memory is so freaking bad. I kinda need a sticker. I'm gonna buy stickers, put them in front of me so I easily can see. But yeah, 100. 100, 110, 120, rotate. We are airborne. Gears coming up. And that was a little scary. I'm like, oh, what was the speed? So I'm so mad at me for stuff like that. It's like the simplest thing. It's a relevant thing before you take off, and I just forgot. And during the takeoff roll, like, what happened? Oh, I forgot. Ooh. Bad eyesight and everything. With reading stuff, so I don't have a problem. See stuff just like far away, or you know, like I can see the gauges pretty clear, pretty good. Depending on the lighting, sometimes I need to move closer, but by now I see it pretty clear. Right, flaps coming up. Lights off, and pressurizer open. Still don't know much about that and if I'm doing it right. I have some references here with the altitude and how fast it should pressurize, but I don't know much about it. Almost nothing. There we go. Crossing 12,000 feet. Crossing. Not really, but you know what I mean. Words of choice, definition, phraseology, a lot of problem with that. Okay, 14,000 feet, so I'm going to continue up to 20,000 feet. Autopilot engaged, heading is active, and vertical speed 2,000 feet per minute climb. There we go. Alright, that was an eventful, I'm happy to say. Back a little bit on the throttle, on the throttles. We are almost 1 hour into the stream. Alright, 153 nautical miles to go. I'm gonna see if that's correct. Double check. It wouldn't say, but I would know the total. It says 120. Kind of feels weird. Where am I? I'm not on the map. Wow. Oh, I actually missed Simlink. Hang on. I actually missed that one. Yeah. Simlink is running. Let's restart the map. Oh, it's not running. Hang on. I don't think it's running yet. Well, it does. Okay. So I don't know how a total of 120 nautical miles can turn into what does this say? 131. But it seems like I am en route, and yeah. So maybe it's already on its way to Papa Romeo Mike. I don't know. That's 56 nautical miles of difference, and maybe that makes sense. 142 degrees, and this one wants me to go 131. Oh, the distance is 143. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So I actually unintentionally hang on. Can I go upwards on this one? And do this? Enter. Bam, bam, bam. 90 nautical miles to go. Now we are on track again. Sorry about that. Flight plan. There we go. That's way better. Yeah. So I'm going to try the nav again. So I'm going to turn away a bit. I just need to do that because these are on nav right now, so I'm kind of curious if I made something wrong. So I'm going to turn away from the line. If that is possible, I don't know. Maybe it's not possible. Since it's direct to right now. Might have messed up with that. No. It's okay, it's counted from where we started, where we hit the button, direct to. So that's good. So now we are totally off course here. Just gonna wait for it to stabilize. Then I'm gonna hit nav and see. I'm gonna deactivate heading first. Yeah, he's taking his time. Or she. Okay. Heading inactivated. Nav on. Nav on. Alright. How about if I push nav and then push heading? Nothing. Heading again. Nothing. Nav heading. Nothing. Okay. Alright. It's okay. I didn't expect it to work. I just had to try. So 152, 162. Let's put 162. There we go. 20 degrees off from our original course. That should bring us back, I don't know, in time, hopefully. Doesn't look so on this one though. Looks crazy. Okay, oh, because I was wrong. Hang on. 142. So it should be 122. That's what I was trying to do. Alright, we got some air. Are we inside of an... I don't know what the line probably says if we're inside of an airspace or outside. I try to read this. Oh, it doesn't make sense. Hang on. Okay. So it's outside. Okay, so the writing is on the outside of the lines. How about these? These are inside. Okay, so maybe the writing is on the inside anyway. Then this one's supposed to... No. How confusing is this? Yeah, but every airspace seems to be written on the inside anyway. So I know it's easier to see. So yeah, we are inside of this now. Flight level. I hate this with the with the letters, you know, zooming out every time, so I can't really see what it says. Flight level 201 to flight level 245. D. That's Delta airspace. Flight level 040. Flight level 200. Okay. Okay. I think I understand. So that's A. I didn't say it here, but it's airspace Alpha and airspace Delta. Okay. All right. 69 miles to go. So I'm gonna prepare with the speed now, so I don't forget it. Still got fuel. Our weight now is 43,482. So 43,500, but I don't have that in the list. So I guess 44. Still, better have margins, right? We're not going to consume that amount of fuel, so I could count it as 43. So just going to go with 44, and we already did that, I think, when we took off, and that was 143 knots. Seven. 137 plus 6. That's 143, yeah. So yeah, probably a little bit under it, but it's fine, we can do that. 143 is gonna be our lowest approach speed. And we need 144 to be able to take off if we change our minds, so for whatever reason. Something is on the runway. I don't know, further down the runway. Okay. Yeah. And let's see, the winds are currently. Let's see if we can have some wind information. Alright, nothing. Papa Victor, India. 122,900. Yeah, so we don't have any weather. We just have 070, I would say 070. So runway doesn't really matter. We can go straight in because it's gonna be, well, I would say 36, but hang on. That's actually 35, so 350. Okay. 350 on the course. It's not gonna make much of a difference. I'm gonna check the chart too, if it's better to actually come in this way.
Sierra Papa Victor, India traffic tree, 3753 miles, northwest flight level 200, inbound to land runway 36.
All right, let's see. Maybe I don't have any charts, but nope, 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 nothing. All we have is this. And what can we get out of this? That we don't have any mountains around. It's just a plateau, basically high up So it really doesn't matter. So we're going, yeah, we're probably gonna do left traffic and come in this way. And that would give us a little headwind component, just a tad, not very much. It also depends on this one, so if it changes, I don't know. We are way off course now. I was not paying attention. I miss nav. RNAV. RNAV? No. Maybe it's RNAV. LNAV. Sorry. So yeah, depending on the, let's see if we just, okay, course is set. Yeah, it's gonna be like one knot headwind component, the rest is gonna be the crosswind, if it's the same as it is now. It's gonna be so little, so it really doesn't matter. But it's, I mean, it's a good thing to, you know, practice approaches at this altitude. I mean, we're just 7,000, not even that. We're just 6,000 feet above where we're gonna land, so that's crazy. On 20,000, we are on 20,000 feet. Have the altimeter 1013. Not smooth enough, so that's why I don't use it really. It's probably very impact, has have a great impact on FPS, I don't know, but I think, let's see if it does. I mean, 45, 45, 43, 41, 42, 43, let's deactivate it. 45, 44. Yeah, it's more stable, but just 1 or 2 frames difference, so. But if it would be smooth, it would probably have way more impact. "25 miles to go." Yeah. Quiero de Pasco. All right, we just 8 miles away, so let's. I was a little late there, but it's fine. Let's set up the OPS for runway 35, 36. That is 350, and that's it. We're just gonna pass the airstrip on our left side, and yeah, airstrip, airfield, airport. Let's go down to, let's see, elevation was 14,000 almost. Was it? No, 13.5. So let's get down to 16, 15, 5, 16. Yeah, that'd be good. 2,500 feet per minute. Is that us? No, that's not us. That's an alternate airport though, but yeah, we're passing one right here. It might be us. That, yeah, I think it is, but it doesn't line up with the heading of what's the information I have is wrong. Then, if that's our airport, yeah, we've passed it. So, all right. Let's see. That's weird. Very strange. So this is going to be probably when I use this map, because this is actually accurate in this case. Better. Let's turn left. No. Yeah, let's stay on 15,000 for now. Not even that. 15.8. Why are you keep turning here? It went over to roll mode. Well, that's neat. Why did it do that? Because I did this probably. Touch this turn rate button here. But yeah, we need plenty of space anyway, so just gonna turn left here and have a longer let's see the winds, by the way. Yeah, it's still the same. Fly manually now because this is just doesn't cut it. We need to watch the load factor though, so when it gets stalls. Alright, we got brakes. TransAll's VREF was a post-it note, please. 143. Lights. And we go on left traffic if we aboard. Levers are full. I guess, let's see. I don't think the OBS is correct anyway. Well, we can try it, but I don't think it's correct. Didn't seem to be anyway. So I would say OBS is more like this. So let's try that. There it is. Alright. I'm gonna brake now. Here's coming out. Brakes off. Flaps 40. I'm gonna do a full flaps landing now, I think. But the speed is gonna be 143 anyway. And that's us. That's 143. We are below that right now. Although we are lighter than I was anticipating, so we are actually 43 tons right now, so that would give us a little margin to be lower in speed. Also, I don't know, like the speeds I've got is for 40 flaps, not 60. But yeah, you can feel how if you're coming down to 130, it starts to wiggle. And that is the first sign. It was quite a good one, actually. Yeah, I was happy with that one. I like that one. That was a good one. What are they gonna do? Loading across the runway? I don't think so. I'm gonna turn around here. No. Alright. I'm gonna do this first. No. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. That's right. We got this one. This one. And start the APU. It's spooling up. Sorry about that. Gonna take care of that in a minute. Here we go. I'm gonna leave the other ones on. Alright, I need to take a short break and I will be back in a bit. Bam, bam, bam. I am back. All right, let's just get unloaded. I think I am. No, I'm not, but let's pretend I was. There we go. And let's keep going. Engine number 1. There we go. No. These are supposed to be back. There we go. 2000 RPM and introducing fuel. Start her off. Oh, fuel pump's on. My bad. Engine number 2. Generators for engine number 1. Fuel. Start her off. Generators on. APU generator off. APU off. Spooling down. Flaps 30. Lights on. Trim set. Get fuel. Let's see how much. Easy to see on this one. Yeah, we're gonna switch over during flight to the A tanks. Right. Controls free and correct. Our heading is 110. Go. It's pretty close too. starting that weirdness again. I think it's because I'm clicking it too fast. Okay. Flaps are set, 30. Trim is set for takeoff. Ignition is off. Lights are on. Harness and levers are full. And we also gonna set the $40,000. Yeah. 40 tons, 103 plus 36, 139. Rotation 139 knots, and 102, 132, 138 if we need to come back in. Right, 139. Yeah, we're gonna take off from here. So runway number 18.
Sierra Papa Victor, India traffic tree 7 taking off runway 18 departure to the south.
Right, 139. We're gonna probably rotate before that because we have flaps 30, but we'll see what happens. Airspeedo's alive. Knots. It's really slow, really slow. 100. Oh boy, 40. Flaps 40. Here's coming up. Flaps 30. Flaps 20. A bit weird, I'd say. Flaps 10. Flaps up. Landing lights, taxi lights off. back on the throttles a bit. Going out to 16,000 feet. Alright, our next airstrip is Sierra Papa Romeo Mike on 2,600 feet of elevation and 3,200 feet long, runways 01 and 19. I'm assuming they don't have weather, but we can check it anyway, see if we can get any information. Captain Alvarino, this was the captain, right? We got weather, yay! With 104 knots. 104 knots. Yeah, so that would okay. Yeah, we will land on runway 01, I think. It's gonna be crosswinds. Whatever I do, it's gonna be crosswinds. So it really doesn't matter. Let's check it out, see where we're coming from. Make it easier. Yeah, so do we have a chart in this one? Nope. Oh, hang on. VFR, current 12, okay, and what was the other one? This is different. Alright, we need to climb up to 17,500. I think that would be good. Okay, we'll see. We'll see what the wind says when we're there. It's not gonna help me, really, at this point. But we are probably gonna land runway 19, I think. We'll see. And runway 19 is, yeah, 190 in this case. And elevation was 2,600, so got 10 knots of penalty. Yeah, 40 tons. Landing speed 102, 112. Right. Thinking we're gonna take this valley. Yeah, it's gonna be good, and we're gonna set up the OBS before we do that. So OBS 190. There we go. Autopilot off. Disconnected. The fuel. Switching off the B tanks because we're gonna land now, so we might use a little bit more of it further on the flight, but not right now. We need to be safe. So yeah, I changed to the A tanks to feed the engines and fuel transfer from C tanks to the A tanks as well. Seems we shouldn't go too low into this valley because the plane is getting very mushy, super mushy. So turbulence and stuff going on down there, and just want to grab a hold of our plane. That's what it feels like anyway. Or I would say we could be losing lift, I don't know. But we're having a headwind, so that's perfect. Alright, we're gonna shut this one. Optional 010 for approaching, coming up north, but we'll see. Braking, flaps 10, 20, almost coming down, and brakes. Getting rid of the brakes, speed brakes. Ref. 112. Lights on. I'm guessing it's right traffic, but I'm not sure. Levers are full. There it is. Flaps 40. If I'm not stabilized, we're gonna go around, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. Full flaps. Brakes. Brakes off. That was tight. see if this is doable from here. I'm just curious if the ground was no. Sometimes it just works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm just doing pushback now. Gonna transport one vehicle from here. Down to NAZCA lines. Okay. Let's see. 43 tons, I would say. Plus 10 penalty. 43 tons. Was it? Yeah, slightly under. So 107 plus 10 and 117. Just gonna see how it looks. Yeah, we're gonna have a headwind, so that's okay. We don't have to count off for that. And if we need to come back in, 43. Yeah, 43. Did I? 117. I didn't put it in. No, I did not. Rotate 117 knots. Come back in. 115. Good. All right. Let's go for it. We got fuel. I'm gonna be on 40 flaps, 40. That's that I would do. We got fuel, we got controls, being correct. Our heading. .180. I don't think so. Oh, maybe. Yeah, okay. I guess it is. It's true. 180. 180. You can check that later. And we go into 20,000 feet. Yeah. Neutral. Neutral. We got amps. We got hydraulics. We got fuel. And everything is on the green. So flaps is set 40. Trim is set for takeoff. Ignition is off. Lights are on. There we go. And announce the takeoff.
Sierra Papa Romeo Mike traffic tree 7 taking off runway 1 south departure.
Takeoff speed 117 for rotate. We got headwind, slight crosswind, 6 to 7 knots, so that would make it 3 knots headwind component, approximately 3 or 4. Okay, checklist complete. Use some of this too. Here we go. Methanol. Airspeed alive. 60 knots. Going full flaps. 100. Here's coming up. Actually turning slightly into the wind, so that's perfect. Going flaps 50. Flaps 40. stay here for a bit. Flaps 30. Landing lights are off, taxi lights off. Flaps 20. Flaps up. Our airstrip over there. That was quite a short one. What was it? I think it was 3,600 or something. No, 3,200 long. So it was quite short. 3,200 feet short. Autopilot, heading set, and 2,300 feet per minute climb. We're gonna do that, we're gonna change that one, make that 3,500 feet per minute. Yeah, it's down there somewhere. Pretty cool, I must say. All right, 10,000 feet. Turn off on this one. There we go. All right. Checking that the right fuel is switched on. Okay, thanks. That's 12,000 feet. 500 feet per minute climb. Our speed is 125. Yeah, so this is a little bit longer. So 220 nautical miles, and we are gonna try to check out the lines. Hey Vince, you are actually just in time. Hang on. 1500. There we go. Something is off. Hang on. Flaps are up. Gears are up. I'd say we are a little bit too much vertical speed. There we go. That's better. Oh yeah, just in time for in about 220 miles we reach the lines. What was it? The NAZCA lines that you were asking for. So I marked it out. I'm gonna show it to you. You might have already seen this because I was checking it out with tail chase yesterday. But I was actually checking out Google Earth and really zoomed in. So I was trying to locate it from the air, and I think I managed to do so. So this should be the location. Almost spot on. So yeah, and that's just before we do the landing, but obviously we're gonna circle around a little bit and take some pictures, right? So this is basically the point where Tail Chase put down his needle on his map, and it ended up being just 90 degrees from NAZCA lines, where they're supposed to be 4 miles away to the west from it. Yeah, so I did this before. It was in the beginning when FS 2020 was new, and I didn't find it, and I was all around this place. I could have missed it, but I don't think so, because the textures were kind of blurry and everything. I think they are better today, like high quality. I was not on the same computer back then, so, and not the same graphics card, so I guess I had basically just medium. That's my guess anyway, that my settings were on medium for the textures, so it would not be easy to really locate it. So I hope we have better luck this time. And we don't have much cargo, well, much. It's a vehicle only. Armored vehicle. This is where we're at. Let's see if we are on course. So this one's a 180 as well, so seems like we are not on course. Let's see what this says. This little bugger. Okay. It's so funny that it would mess up just, you know, by the time I'm on my last leg, or you know, towards the end. It's just almost like a timer. When you stream for, you know, getting close to 3 hours, it just doesn't work anymore, the zoom function. So it's good that we have another unit on board. We have many units, but let's get back to the line. But yeah, 210. Vince, are you playing Red Dead Redemption? Let's see, yes, it's on a flight. Hang on. I'm having issues with the chat. Now it seems to be working, but I'm not sure. All right, testing, chat. There we go. And so Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm talking about the second game. I don't know why, it just popped up in my head, so I thought I would ask. If you like cowboys and horses, you know, Wild West, very pretty game from Rockstar. So I'm playing it, and I had a lot of friends playing that, but they stopped playing it for years, so I kind of miss it. That is basically, you can play the game in so many different ways. There are so many different roles and yeah, ways you can play it. So if you want action, if you want a lot of shootouts and stuff, you can do that. If you just want to, you know, find collectibles and treasures, that's also fine. That's more my style. I like, you know, some bounty hunting every now and then, but other than that, I usually just doing the, how would I say, peaceful stuff. And yeah, and you can be a hunter as well, so I have that role as well. It's more not a hunter, it's a trader actually. So there's a guy you have in your camp that you crips. Just you know, shooting animals, and either you skin them or you get them back to him in one piece, and then he makes stuff out of it, and then you can deliver it and get money for it. That's one. Then we have moonshine. That's another one. Moonshine business. Yeah. Red Dead Redemption 2 needs a lot of everything, I would say. It's a really demanding game. I think it's mostly CPU, but all the goodies, yeah, I would say it's both GPU and CPU. You can get away with 18 gigs of RAM, but I think you have 8, right? Oh no, me neither. Not much anyway. I think it's fun to, you know, be able to hunt in the game. I only would do that if I had to in real life. If I would live like that, off the grid. Or if I were to crash in the wilderness, then I would shoot animals, but other than that, not really. I'm not sure what that was about, why I got stall warning. I did climb outs like that before, 2,500 feet per minute. But for whatever reason, I probably was too low on speed to start with. That might have been the reason that it just got further down, and yeah. I should have stayed 1,500 feet per minute climb. That would have been enough, actually. Other than that, I would say I had pretty good landings today, better than usual, and approaches as well. But today I'm really prepared. I'm started off with this list here. I don't know if you've seen it. It's a performance table, performance chart, no, table. And I also added a elevation penalty because it's not on it on this one. And that is approximately, but I had to start somewhere. So this actually seems to be pretty correct so far. So you add 2 knots for your takeoff per 500 feet of elevation. So if you're on 2,000 feet of elevation, that would be 8 knots of extra, depending on, not really depending on anything, it's the extra you put on. And you of course have to count if you have to take off with a tailwind, but that's even more penalty. But it's way easier to see, have these numbers. Yeah. And this one does really not show if you would take off with more than 20 flaps or land with more than 40 flaps. You actually have 50 and 60 as well. And that might help you out if you're on the edge, you know, or when you have to come in a little bit more slow, if it's possible. So this is a really useful thing for this. The only thing that's not counting to this day, well, temperatures, such. The exact density of air is not in this, so yeah, but if you have good margins, it would help you a lot anyway. And I usually put it above, so I have margins in any way. And so far, even if I had too short over runway, I was able to, you know, drop 2 more notch of flaps, and I was able to take off without problems and clear the trees. So nothing dramatic. If you haven't seen yesterday's stream, I mean, I know you saw some of it, but second to last landing I did in a narrow ravine valley. That was pretty cool, like a steep approach. You should check that out if you're still here and hear what I'm saying. That is alright. We are on course here, so we're gonna make a little slight correction here. Still 155 miles to go. Let's check our fuel on this one. I'm not going to bother switching over to the Bs anymore. We're going to run these all the way to when we're going to land, so it's fine. Yeah, 4 series of Flight Sim 2002. Oh yeah, that's where I started. That's what I started on as well. I mean, what do you define as good? You would probably be able to run it without any issues on highest settings. I'm pretty sure. I think you could run FSX on highest setting as well. And yeah, guns are really, I don't know what to say about guns and gun politics. That's very American. It's like no one in the world really needs it, and I've been living for years without it, and it's been working out very good. That would be like a good, how would I say, like model and proof that you don't need it. But if everybody's running around with it, of course you would need it. That's self-explanatory. Like, so we don't carry guns in Sweden as well. It's just hunters do that. All right. But what? I thought you had 8 gigabytes of memory. Do you have less than that? Yeah. Yeah, I know. I really miss the trees, both in FSX and 2002. So that was a big part of why I usually flew commercial in both of them, because that way you don't have to, you know, really care about it. But then I downloaded, what was it? Tongass Fjords, I think it was, for Alaska. And I was flying the Goose a lot. That was in FSX. So exactly there, my whole style of flying changed, and yeah, it was more about the raw flying and navigating. But I learned a lot. Hang on, I'm getting a call. I'll be right back. I am back. Let's see what you wrote. They do the airports and airstrips well, but the trees, etc. are pretty flat. Yeah, you're right. Doesn't look like a desert to me. What? Yeah, so this is way better for sure. I could not go back anymore, not with that type of flying I do. I would just not. I mean, if I had to, but I would do anything in my power to stay on this platform or the coming one. Alright, as you can see, we are not too far away from NAZCA. Okay. It's just right down there, and here we come. So our flight path is looking a little something like this. I showed you before, but I'm showing you again. We are going to get our altitude until we're here, basically. We're going to take a left turn and then a pretty sharp left, so we can line up with this place. We might circle around a bit. I may do it differently from this, because it's gonna be. Let's see if I can show you this on Google Earth. It was not clear, but I think I found it. I can find it again. Hang on. It's more like it. No, this was not it. Hang on. Supposed to be down here, maybe. Yeah, here it is. So these are the dudes on the hillside, and then the lines down, so, like down to the left there. So you can hardly see it, but I think this is it. NAZCA lines. Yeah, so we are going to come in from here, down from here, basically. And we're gonna fly like this. So I'm gonna try to fly to the right of it, so we can, check it out from outside. This is not the best plane to have when you want to do stuff like this, but maybe we can land here. I don't think so. Yeah, but we could use the drone actually after we landed here. So we can land here and just take the drone over and check it out. If we don't manage to do it, flying around, because this plane is really not a good plane to turn with. So yeah. All right, 75 miles to go, so we are pretty close, getting close. You can see the end of the mountains over there, so think we can start to, you know, descend slowly. So let's start with 16,000 feet. And then just 1,000 feet per minute. Be enough. We're gonna see if that's, yeah, there's no problem. I can't really read this number. It's too small, and every time I zoom in, it disappears. I don't know why it does that. It's a stupid system. I mean, it's not stupid. It's just it would be good. 13,000. It would be good if it would stay for a little longer, so you actually can read it big, and then it would like zoom out itself. So it does that, but it does that quite fast. So you need to be fast, and I'm not fast. Just saying. Sorry. Thousand feet. Start turning a little bit, and we can continue down to 14,000. 14,000 feet. Right, 15,500 coming up. 12,000 feet. And we can maybe descend a little faster too. Let's descend with 2,000 feet per minute. It looks like I'm gonna be able to finish my stream as I was planning to do. Go down to 8,000 feet. (1,500 feet per minute) descent. Yeah, so the flying itself was pretty uneventful in this stream. Like I said in the beginning, I would not do any low flights on this one because I kind of had to stay within the margins of time on this stream. I have other things to attend to after the stream. So, yeah, but next time hopefully I can do a little more eventful stuff and maybe, you know, valley runs. I kind of want to do that, stay off the radar and stay real low and just fly, you know, navigating through valleys, the whole mountain range basically, without getting caught or seen or whatever. Yeah, I think that's it over there with the crossings. I that's just a guess, I'm not sure, but I would say maybe the airstrip should be here in this valley ahead of us. I'm not sure though, but maybe it's too early. I don't know if I can zoom this one out. I don't think it works anymore. It doesn't. Oh, it does. Yay! Good. Let's check this one as well. Yeah. It was too early. So what I see here is actually El Estudiante, San Jose, and this is a little bit further down. So this is basically over there. Over there, over there. Are you still with me, Vince? It's your time now. Coming up. You wanted to see this. Oh, you can always check it later, but I'm curious anyway. Let's keep descending to 2,000. Oh, it's 3,000 feet. (2,500 feet per minute). I don't know the elevation here, but the airstrip is on 1,812 feet. So I think 4,000 is better, and then we can just do the rest manually and see if we can check it out if we see anything. We might turn 90 degrees here at NAZCA, that I marked out as a 90-degree turn for 4 nautical miles heading east. You would nail it basically in your left window. So I think I'm not gonna go down to Ezira. I mean, it's pretty close, but it doesn't matter. I can go straight for it. And I think we're gonna have to keep this map visible. Maybe if I can really find it on this one. I actually can. Yeah. I think I can. Alright, let's slow down anyway. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Down, 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 down. Alright. Autopilot disconnected. Braking. Flaps 20. Giving a little power. Getting rid of the brakes. Air brakes gone. I'm actually gonna not use this. Yeah, I'm not gonna use this. I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm not gonna get rid of it all. Just like so. The whole rack. Yeah, so I can see them from here actually, so I'm gonna start turning now. I see the hills. And they are not the big hills, they are really small from here. So maybe we should take a turn just up here, but maybe they are like spread out, I don't know. I would check that, start with that anyway, the first. Perhaps 40. I'm not gonna, the gears are not coming out, but I'm gonna lit everything else. My lights, do my checklist. Dun. No, not really. We can do the checklist later. So, see that little hill right there? Let's see, in the middle of the screen right now. Just after this big one that we are heading towards right now. I think those are the hills that's supposed to be with the little dudes on the hillside, but I don't know. Not really. Could never see it. But yeah, you can see something there, but it's so freaking blurry that you would not know it's there. But I don't have any other clue of where to go around here, so we're gonna take a couple of turns, then we're gonna land because I'm starting to get hungry, and we might take the drone out a little bit. We will see. I don't think so. I mean, you don't know how many turns I'm taking here. It's like I've been flying for over an hour with a friend, so we both were checking for it, and I don't know how both of us could have missed it. We were really, you know, checking Google, checking, you know, the location, and we were not able to spot it. So, or if we spot it, it was like, yeah, it's maybe that. It could be that. So yeah, all right. So this is as high as I'm gonna go. We still have good speed. We are on 4,000 feet actually, so we should be able to spot it from here. I remember all of these small paths, and I was like trying to make sense out of it so many times during that period. Like it was, we just wanted to find it. But right, I'm gonna fly over to the other side now, just over here, and check it out. These are just fields, so I don't think you can see anything here. Just crops. How big are they anyway? I can't really relate to. We're gonna have a little too much load factor here, but it seems that we're doing okay. So I'm gonna take the same turn now, but we're gonna be a little higher up, so maybe it will be better image. I don't know. Easier to spot, but I still stating that that's the little hill on that hillside that it's supposed to be, but it is so blurry. It's really bad, but it's way better on, I mean, check this out. It's way better on the image. You see these lines to the left of the hill, and then the shadow is kind of messing it up right now, but if you can see, there are like figures on the side of the hill, and that's what I was looking for. So can't really find anything else that is by the road or the highway, as you call it. Could be on the other side, but there is just a writing there. So if we can check that writing to see how blurry it is, that would tell us how hard it is to find it. South of Liluga. Oh boy, yeah. Where's Liluga? This is Opel Inca or whatever it says. Maybe we do that in a different episode. I mean, Tail Chase nailed it out. He put down a nail where it's supposed to be, and this is the nail, NAZCA 090 that I put down on the. And I mean, there was nothing there, but we can go over there and check that too. Right. You can go outside too, by the way. Just that I wouldn't see my speeds. Yeah, I'm sure that it's close to a road or a highway because I've seen it on pictures. Where's La Ligua? I don't know. Yeah, the foothills. Okay. That's what I was looking for, so I think these are the hills. I still think so, but horrible texture. Alright, I'm gonna set it up for landing now. We're gonna have to do, yeah, we're gonna have to do it some other time. Or maybe download better textures for this part. Yeah, so just gonna check my landing speed. I didn't write it down just yet, but 1800, that's 2000 feet elevation we would count. Yeah, Yeah, so plus 7 actually. Not 8, but 7. That makes sense. 7. Penalty 7 knots. And or hang on. Oh boy. Let's put this one back. Look at this. All right. The weight is 41 tons. 41 tons. $103 plus 7. That's 110. All right. 110. I think I can remember that this time. Landing speed 110. We got winds. It's going to be crosswinds. So I'm not going to consider that. Gear down. Or 245 065 065 OBS please. Zoom out please. What's going on? Oh, that didn't help much. I actually lost the whole perception. Okay, I see now where we're supposed to be. Yeah. Our configuration is 30 flaps, going to 40. That's our airstrip right there. Flaps and 110 should be our speed. Crazy late. Lights off. Flaps up. Yeah, there you go. We can check that later if we find it, but not with this aircraft. Yeah, sure, no problem. I was curious myself, but let's check the. Hang on. This one. So guide me, Vince. Just gonna check the phone because I got a message. Our airstrip is behind me, like so. Yeah, drone flying. And the position where I thought it would be was over here. I don't know why it's so slow. It's supposed to be faster. There we go. Also turn bit, please. It's not easy. And at one point I'm gonna hit, wrong key, and we're gonna end up back in the airport, and that's when I'm not gonna try again. I don't know why it's so unclear on this one, but really doesn't look like it should. It's nothing. Okay, alright, sorry, over which hill? So, I'm like this. Are we talking about this hill in front of me? Because airstrip is over there. So if I'm looking at the airstrip now, let's just do this as our starting point. Where should I turn my head, turn the drone for starters? So where should I turn my head from here, right? 90 degrees to the right, or along the highway? This highway? Should I and go south? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so this turns south over here. I guess, hang on, I'm just gonna have to turn around it. I think this is south. Or actually, that is south, but it's turning, so that would make sense. Is this? No. Yeah, I'm guessing this is the highway. So you just have to follow it. There's some more hills. Nothing there. Nothing there. I'm gonna have to turn again. There we go. The other way, oh my god. That makes sense that I never seen it if it's going the other way. But this is not south, just so you know. Now we are going north. Left. Should I go left from here, away from the highway? Should I leave the highway and go left? Oh, go right 90 degrees. That's not left. This is right. So you want me to go this way? Yes or no? This is the only way to do it. And there's like between 10 and 20 seconds of well, these were the hills I was talking about. Just right there. Yeah, so this is it, but it's really nothing to see because as I was saying, the over what hill? Over this one. I'm gonna check out this whole hill. I don't think this is it. I think this is just too darn big. Keep going. Hang on, I need to turn again because is it high up or low down? Like, is it higher up on a mountain or is this it? What? What lines? I don't see any specific line except for the mountains. Hang on. These are just dried out. Rivers. Riverbeds. Doesn't make any sense to me. Ah, no. I don't get it. Like, calling these paths the lines, I don't get it. That's not what I see when I Google it. But yeah, maybe that's it then. Alright, okay. The straight one is NAZCA. I've seen these. I just assumed they were, you know, regular whatever roads, paths, something you would walk on. The NAZCA lines. Isn't that a little big deal of nothing? I don't know. However, the other thing, yeah, the other thing that I was looking for was that actually looked interesting because that was like looked like a little dude on the hillside. Not hillside, yeah, it was a hillside. Yeah. What was it? I can't find it again. Hang on. Give me a sec. Oh, it's so slow. This is the fastest it can get, I guess. Right. Yeah, these were the ones I was looking for. I said like 3-4 times now, but it looks like a sad alien with a big head. Just kidding. Yeah. All right. We tried, like you said. And thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye bye. Have a good one, Vince.